Hey, what is going on, guys? Sports 15 here, and today we have another episode of Toronto Maple Leafs via GM mode here in NHL 13. So we are headed into year 5, and we are hopefully going to have another good year. We won the Stanley Cup last year and the year before, and we won the President's Trophy last year. So hopefully we can have another good year. So uh, let's get underway. Before we start, I want to do scouting, and I'm going to cut in and out of fast simulating this because I'm going to do the scouting assignments and stuff, and I'm going to speed up and do the commentate over the sped up stuff. So it looks like the WHL has the 4 of the top 5 picks right there. So we'll scout them for 6 weeks, and then we'll check out my lines, make sure they're all good. Jersey number, well, I guess we can do jersey numbers as well. So Drew and captain, I guess. Pulock as an assistant and JVR as an assistant. I don't like Pulock as the assistant. Phaneuf should still be the captain. Yeah. Make Phaneuf the captain. And then I guess Duran could be an assistant. So that looks good to me. We have our captain set up, and then we just have to set up our lines, and then I'll get into simulating. So this will take a second to load, and then we'll be ready. So Phaneuf captain, JVR, and Drew N as assistants. So we will get to edit lines. So Hero, Drew N, and Kessel, Zarakov, Shifley, and JVR, and then Kadri, Vitellemwa, and Colburn, and then Dorset, Moen, and Ashton. And then we have Riley and Phaneuf, Gardner and Pulock, and then Hamilton, Campbell. And then in net, we obviously have Jack Campbell. It really sucked having to trade away James Reimer, but we had to do it to save money. And then the minors, we got Galchenyuk there. I want Domi up a line like that. Who else? We don't have that many like that. Where is Grigorenko? Let's just do best lines. Yeah, Grigorenko ends up there. We'll move you up there, and then move Domi onto the wing up there. So Grigorenko, Domi. Where's Domi? We'll take you off for Max Domi. Power play like that, and then Domi can go here on the second line, power four-man. Galchenyuk there. That's all good. So we are done with the done with the setting up and stuff. So I will get into the simulation right now. All right. So we are about at the preseason now. So we're going to get underway. If you guys were wondering, the speed that I sped this up by was like 4 times the actual speed that it is. So it's gonna be going by pretty fast. So we beat the Buffalo Sabres, and then we beat the Boston Bruins. So we start off our preseason 2-0, and then we go to the Montreal Canadiens at home, and we beat them. So we got one more preseason game against the Ottawa Senators, and that is a road game. So it's the Battle of Ontario to finish off our preseason, and we lose that one. So we finish at 3-0-1. So that one loss was in overtime. So our preseason went pretty well. We got 7 out of 8 points. So we open off the season in Ottawa. We beat them 4-3, and then we got a couple away games after that. We lose to the Florida Panthers, and then we beat the Washington Capitals. So we are headed back to Toronto to play the Ottawa Senators. We beat them 3-0. Jack Campbell gets his first shutout of the year, and then we go to Calgary to lose 2-0. We are headed to Phoenix to lose 3-1. And then we are going to Edmonton to lose 3-2. So we're starting to slump right here. Then we are home against the New Jersey Devils, and we do beat them, I believe. And then we beat them again. So we are now 5-4. We beat the Islanders, and then we lose to the Rangers. And then we take on the Tampa Bay Lightning, and we lose to them. So we're 6-6 at this point. And we are headed back to a scouting assignment. All right, so we have another scouting assignment right here, so let's go right into it. We did the WHL last time, the forwards, so I think they don't look that good right now. We need more defensive prospects. So if there's any like top 10, top 5 of those, no. So we'll go look for forwards. Let's just do the OHL for 6 weeks, okay? All right, so after that scouting assignment, we are back into action. And if you guys didn't realize, we lost to Ottawa Senators there just at the end of that last one. So we beat the Florida Panthers at home. Then we got a game against the Pittsburgh Penguins, and we beat them 2-1. So back-to-back home victories there to move us to 8-7. Now we got another home game against the Tampa Bay Lightning. We beat them 5-1, and then we got back-to-back away games in Boston. We shut them out 4-0 there in the first game, and then we beat them 7-3 in the second game. And then we go to Ottawa, and we are taking them on. We lose to them 2-1, and then we play Detroit at home. We beat them 4-2. We play Edmonton at home, and then the Predators at home. We lose to Edmonton 6-1, so we get lit up in that game. Now a game against the Predators, and we beat them 3-1. So after that week, we are 13-8-1. And yeah, so we are going to Florida, and then we go to Tampa. So we're in the Florida area, back-to-back games. So we beat Florida, and then we beat the Tampa Bay Lightning, and then we are headed home to play the Montreal Canadiens, and we beat them, I believe, there. And we got another home game against the Montreal Canadiens right here. We beat them 3-2 there, and then we got a game against the Florida Panthers here at home. Alright, so we're at December 1st, and this is the day that I like to check out just the stats that are on the screen right now. So Columbus is leading the Western Conference. All the rest you can check. Colorado's in last place with 16 points. We're in third place in the East with 35, which makes us tied for third in the President's Trophy race. So this is a pretty decent spot. We're only 6 points back from the New York Islanders, and it seems like we have a game right there against them. So it shouldn't be too bad. We are in the heat of things. Boston is in last in the Eastern Conference with 18 points. So yeah, you can check out the rest if you care about it. Goals, Pacioretty's leading in the NHL with 16 points. 16 goals, tied with Marian Gaborik. And then we have 6th and 7th place from our team, Kessel and Drouin, both with 14, and they're tied for 4th with Ovechkin, Skinner, and then Kessel and Drouin. So then assists, Backstrom's leading the NHL with 27 assists. And we have Huberdeau up there tied for 3rd with 20 assists. Points, Backstrom's leading the NHL with 33. And we have Kessel there in 8th with 28 points. And then wins, Jack Campbell's leading the league with 17 wins. Save percentage, Sheveldayev is leading the NHL with .940, and then from our team, Jack Campbell's in 6th with a .931. Goals against average, Sheveldayev is leading the NHL with 1.72, and then Jack Campbell's in 3rd with 2.03. So Jack Campbell's having a really good year. That's surprising. I really didn't think he was gonna do that well because he's only 83 overall, but hopefully he improves after the season. So we'll get back to the simulation. Alright, so we're starting off this December Sims section, and we started off with the game against the New York Rangers at home, and we beat them 6-4 to move to 18-9-1. We got back-to-back road games in Montreal. We lose the first one 2-1, and then in the second one we lose 3-2. So after that week we lost 2 games there, and I believe they were both in OT if I'm not mistaken. So headed to the next week, and we got a game against Carolina, and we beat them 7-5. Alright, so we have another scouting assignment right here. We'll go right into it. The WHL was really the only one that had some good prospects, but I guess we can check for some more. Let's scout this defenseman. He's only the first round, but he's 5 stars. It's red potential, so that should be good right there. Alright, so we have another section of simulation here. This is going to be the last one before the AllStar break. So we are headed to Buffalo, and we beat them 4-2. Then we're headed to Winnipeg for another away game, and we lose to them 7-5. So a lot of high-scoring games here. And then we are headed to New Jersey, and I'm not sure what that. Whenever we play on Saturdays, it's hard to tell. So we beat the New York Islanders there 5-4. Then we beat the Rangers 2-1. Then we are headed back home to play the Boston Bruins. We beat them 5-2, and after that week we are 23-11-3. We got a home game against the Ottawa Senators. We beat them 4-1. Then we got back-to-back road games here. First one against Philadelphia, we lose 4-3, and then we got a game against the Pittsburgh Penguins in Pittsburgh. We lose them 5-3. So we're starting to slump here, and we got another road game against the Pittsburgh Penguins, and we do redeem ourselves. We beat them 2-1 there. So then we got back-to-back home games here. First one against Buffalo, we beat them 4-1. Then the next one is against the Winnipeg Jets, and we have similar records, but we do beat them there, I believe. So then we got a couple home games here, and we shut out the Carolina Hurricanes 4-0 there, and then we got a game against the Washington Capitals. We beat them 6-1. Then we play Boston, and we beat them 2-1, and then after that week, we are 29-14-3, so we are headed to Buffalo to lose them 3-2, and then a game against the Pittsburgh Penguins. No, not the Pittsburgh Penguins, the Philadelphia Flyers. We lose them 3-2, and then now we got a game against the Pittsburgh Penguins, and we beat them 4-3. So that is pretty much it for this sim section right here. Alright, so we have another scouting assignment. This will be the last one before the All-Star break, so we'll just try and get this done. I need to scout some more defensemen if we can. If there is any really good ones, we can hopefully get them scouted. This WHL is going top 10, so I think that is the best option. Yeah, so this WHL guy, we already scouted him, so let's go look at some forwards. The WHL looks the best. We haven't scouted the OHL, so there we go. Alright, so we are at the All-Star break. We're going to check how our team fared, how many All-Stars we have. So this looks like the Western Conference. So Parise, Taves, Eberle on the first line, Bartese, Nugent Hopkins, and Jaden Swartz on the second. Couture, Burrows, and Kopitar, Camilleri, Roy, and Dickinson. Brody and White first line defense, Wisniewski and Ellis, and then Cam Fowler and Tyson Berry. And then in net for them, they have Sheveldaev and Leland Irving. So now let's go to the Eastern Conference. We'll check out this team. So Ovechkin, Stamkos, and Kovalchuk stacked first line. Kessel, Malkin, and Gaborik. That's our first All-Star. Kessel, Lucic, Skinner, and Gerby on the third line, and then Hartnell, Backstrom, and Drouin. Drouin is our second All-Star, and then Phaneuf, Carlson, and Phaneuf is our third, and then Whitney, Bogosian, Beaulieu, and Valatenko. And then in net, Jack Campbell's starting, and then Andreas Nielsen. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 All-Stars. So we have 4 All-Stars this year. Hopefully they can pop some G's in this game. So we'll go and slow simulate this game. We're going to sim it at a pretty quick pace. We're going to sim it 6 times sim speed. And we should probably switch this to goals. So Couture gets the first goal of the All-Star game. We will resume this simulation. So Couture gives the Western Conference the lead. So they get a power play. There's way more power plays than there should be. Because in All-Star games, there's rarely ever a power play. Because nobody really cares. So TJ Brody gets another goal for the Western Conference. Wisniewski gets another one for the Western Conference. So Eastern Conference needs to pick it up, show what they can do, and hopefully a Leaf can score a goal in the All-Star game. They've been getting a lot of power plays. Taves gets a goal there. There we go. Erik Karlsson scores for us, breaks the shutout for Sheveldaev. About 3 minutes left, and the Western Conference goes on to win this game 4-1. Karlsson scored, Taves scored. Sheveldaev did pretty well. He stopped 26-27 shots. Jack Campbell stopped 36 of 40. So pretty good game for both teams. We did lose. So Cheveldaev gets the first start, TJ Brody gets the second, and Jonathan Taves gets the third. So that is that. We're not going to simulate anymore in this. I'm just going to go check the stats, and then this video will be done. So you can see the Western Conference standings right there. Calgary is in first. Colorado is in last. We are in second in the Eastern Conference, while tied for first with Florida. And we are quite a bit out of the President's Trophy, so it's not looking like we're going to win the President's Trophy, but we have a chance to win the Eastern Conference. So we're tied with Florida in first in the Eastern Conference, and Boston is in last place. The rest you can just pause it and look at it. Skinner's leading the NHL with 29. He's tied with Jonathan Drouin from our team. So Drouin is tied for first in the NHL for goals. Assist leader in the NHL is Backstrom with 44, and Shifley has 35 in second. And then Huberdeau is in fourth with 34. Points, Skinner's leading with 60. And then Shifley from our team is in eighth with 48. And then wins, Jack Campbell is in first with 28. Save percentage, Cheveldaev is leading the NHL with a .948. And then Jack Campbell is not up there in that category. And then goals against average, Cheveldaev is in first with 1.56. And then Jack Campbell is nowhere in there. So we're going to go check individual player stats like this, and then this video will be done. So we'll go check this out, and I actually want to go check out how some of our AHL players are doing. Just the three main guys, Domi, Grigorenko, and Galchenyuk. We'll check how they are doing. So first off, we'll go check by points. So Shifley's in first with our team. He's tied with Kessel with 48. And then we have Drouin with 47 and Huberdeau with 45. So we have four guys with 45 or more points. And we have JVR with 29, Phaneuf with 24, as well as Riley. And then Pulock has 23, Kadri has 21, Zarkov has 20, Colburn has 17, Gardner has 15, Ashton has 13, Vitalama has 10, Dougie Hamilton has 9, Dorsett has 8, Brian Campbell, that is, has 6, and then Travis Moen has 5. We'll just sort by goals now. Drouin has 29. So we have 6 guys over 10 goals. Carter Ashton from the fourth line has 11 goals, which is pretty crazy. Seeing that some guys from like the top lines only have less than him. So plus minus, our highest is Phaneuf with a plus 13. We have everybody is either plus or even, so that's pretty cool. We'll go check out goalies. So Jack Campbell has played every game. Theodore has only had to come in for 3 games. So Jack Campbell has a 2.33 goals against average. He is 28, 16, 1, and 3 with 113 goals against, and that is a save percentage of 92.02. That's all the shots against. Shutouts, he has 5 shutouts. So that's pretty interesting. So that is that. And then I just want to go check out how those 3 guys in the AHL are doing, and then we will be done with this video, guys. So we are done about halfway through the season of the simulation. I like to go this way because it is shorter videos and less videos of simulation, which is like the most boring part. So Acton is leading our team with points. So Galchenyuk has 6 goals, 21 assists, which is 27 points. Domi has 7 goals, 17 assists for 24 points, and Grigorenko has 13 goals, 9 assists, and 22 points. So those guys are doing pretty well. I think that is it. I just want to see how many other stuff they have. So Domi is minus 11. So he's minus 11. We'll just check this last stat. Galchenyuk is minus 14 and Grigorenko is minus 11. So their line isn't doing that well, but it's just the AHL. Hopefully they do still improve. So that is it for this video, guys. I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.